Today, I will cover Chapter 6, Respiration. There are three functions of the respiratory systems that are external respiration, gas transport, and internal respiration. External respiration happens in the lungs where oxygen diffuses into the blood and carbon dioxide diffuses into the alveolar air. Gas transport is as the oxygen-rich blood reaches the capillaries, gas exchange happens. Oxygen is delivered to the tissues and deoxygenated blood leaves the tissues of the body and flows back to the heart, where it is pumped to the lungs via the pulmonary arteries. Internal respiration happens in the metabolizing tissues, where oxygen diffuses all over the blood and carbon dioxide diffuses all over the cells. The respiratory system is that air comes into the body through the nose or mouth and enters the airways. Airways are the tubes that carry air into our lungs. As they branch out, they become smaller and smaller and eventually connect to small air sacs where fresh oxygen from the air is exchanged for carbon dioxide in the blood. There are some organs of the respiratory system. Larynx is the people use the larynx to breathe, talk, and swallow. Pharynx is the portion of the digestive tract that receives the food from your mouth. It is also called the throat. Alveoli are tiny sacs within our lungs that allow oxygen and carbon dioxide to move between the lungs and bloodstream. The respiratory cycle. Inspiration is an active process that happens when the chest cavity enlarges because of the contraction of the muscles. Expiration is passive and relies on the elastic recoil of the stretched lungs as the inspiratory muscles relax, rather than on muscle contraction. Enforced expiration, when it is necessary to empty the lungs of the more air than normal, the abdominal muscles contract and force the diaphragm upwards, and contraction of the internal intercostal muscles activity pulls the ribs downwards. Lung volumes. The tidal volume, vital capacity, inspiratory capacity, and expiratory reserve volume can be measured directly with a spirometer. They are the basic elements of ventilator pulmonary function test. Lung capacity. The average total lung capacity of an adult human male is about 6 liters of air. Tidal breathing is normal. Resting breathing. The tidal volume is the volume of air that is inhaled or exhaled in only one single such breath. How to calculate your lung capacity. Total lung capacity, the volume in the lungs at maximal inflation. The sum of VC and RV. Tidal volume, the volume of air moved into or out of the lungs during quiet breathing. TB indicates a subdivision of the lungs. When tidal volume is definitely measured, as in gas exchange calculation, the symbol TB or VT is used. Now to summarize in giving an example of respiration is a breathing rate of 26 is normal for a young child, slow for an infant, and rapid for an adult.